Let's be real for a minute here. Most free VPNs in Europe aren't really protecting you. They track you, flood you with ads, or quietly sell your data in the background just to stay alive. And the word free is the trick. That being said, there are rare exceptions, and today I'll show you the free VPNs that are actually safe. Server costs sound boring, I know, but stay with me here because this is where free VPNs usually go sideways. The fact is, running VPN servers across Europe isn't cheap. Someone's paying for that bandwidth, hardware, and electricity to keep that server running. So when a VPN says totally free, here's the uncomfortable question: how are they paying the bills? Think of it like this: a taxi driver offers you a free ride. Nice, right? Except while you're in the back seat, he's quietly selling your ID, your location, and where you're headed. Now compare that to a legit freemium VPN. That's a premium free VPN if you didn't catch that. That's more like Uber giving you the first ride for free. It's limited on purpose and there are no dirty tricks involved. Now, I want to be clear, we didn't just grab random free VPNs from the App Store and call it a day. Every VPN in this video had to pass a few non-negotiables. First, we tossed out anything that was vague about logging. If a VPN can't clearly say what it collects and what it doesn't, then it's out. Simple. Second, it had to use real encryption, not marketing words like military grade, but proper modern encryption so your traffic is actually protected on public Wi-Fi. And third, it needed to make sense for Europe specifically. That means at least some decent European coverage, not one overloaded server pretending that it can handle London, Berlin, and Rome all at the same time. And if that thorough testing sounds useful, then you'll probably want to stick around, maybe even hit subscribe. Okay, now let's get into the free VPNs that actually made the cut. Okay, let's start with the one free VPN that I'd actually feel fine recommending to a friend who's hopping between European airports and cafe Wi-Fi or just living in Europe day to day. Proton VPN is the unlimited data unicorn. That means no ads or timers, or you've used your daily allowance, see you tomorrow messages after an hour session. And this really matters for Europe because on the free plan, you still get free servers in European countries like the Netherlands, Poland, and Romania, so you're not routing everything through the same random faraway location just to feel safe. Also, Proton doesn't treat free like unsafe. You still get basics that actually matter, like a kill switch, so if your VPN drops for a second, your real IP doesn't just pop out like a jump scare. Okay, but now the trade-offs, because of course there are always trade-offs. Free servers can get crowded, so speeds can dip during peak times, which is exactly when everyone in your hotel is also trying to stream something. And streaming specifically, well, don't count on it. It might work sometimes, but it's not what the free plan is built to guarantee. If your goal is to have private, stress-free browsing in Europe, then Proton is the one VPN you can turn on and forget about. HideMe is the free VPN you use when you want something simple, clean, and not annoying for everyday use in Europe. And it is very upfront about how the free plan works. No ads, no data selling, and a clear no logs policy. So you're not guessing what the catch is here. Plus, the free plan still gives you access to multiple European locations, and that means better routing and fewer weird slowdowns than the one server for everyone free VPNs. But there is still a bit of a catch. Again, there's always a catch. While HideMe is free, it does not have unlimited speed. The connection is intentionally slower and the server list is smaller than the paid version. And that's by design. It's a trial, not a trick. And I'll tell you right now, streaming should not be the goal here, and HideMe is pretty honest about that. If you're trying to binge shows, this is not the right pick for you. But if you want a free VPN that feels professional, keeps things private, and just works for everyday browsing in Europe, then HideMe is a solid choice. And if you're having trouble deciding between Proton and HideMe specifically, we've actually already put them head to head and broken down where each one actually makes sense. I'll leave a link to that down in the description if you want more information. Now, Windscribe is what people usually end up installing when they want to do a bit more than just turn VPN on and forget about it. Right away, it gives you a monthly data allowance instead of unlimited use, and if you confirm your email, you get about 10 gigabytes to play with, and I know that might sound small, but in reality, that's more than enough for a few shows, some downloads, or a short trip where you just want coverage. What makes Windscribe specifically stand out though is that it actually lets you tinker. You can block ads and trackers at the VPN level, which is genuinely useful when you're browsing local services or managing your travel reservations and work accounts so that not everything is buried under pop-ups. Now, streaming, well, it sometimes works, sometimes it just doesn't. And that's not doing anything wrong. Free VPN IPs get blocked constantly, so this one is very much a try it and see what happens kind of situation. When you want a free VPN with features, controls, and a real shot at streaming, Windscribe is one of the most flexible options out there. We've also tested how these free VPNs behave on Android, especially when it comes to speed versus streaming, because that's where a lot of free plans fall apart. Hotspot Shield is the one you reach for when you do not want to think about settings or features, so the opposite of what we just talked about. If you just want the internet to work fast, then this is a good pick. This VPN has always leaned hard into speed, and on the free plan, that part actually shows. For basic browsing on public Wi-Fi, it often feels quicker than other free options, which is useful if you need to connect quickly, like for remote work. But as you'd expect, there are limits. The free version comes with ads, fewer locations, and very clear restrictions. Streaming is not really on the table at all here, and long sessions can feel interrupted. So this is not the VPN you want to leave on all day long. It's more of a quick shield rather than a full-time solution. Turn it on, do what you need to do, and then turn it off. So for sketchy public Wi-Fi and just want something fast and simple for a short session, Hotspot Shield definitely gets the job done. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room. There's obviously no perfect free VPN. If there were, well, nobody would be paying for one. If you pick Proton, you're getting unlimited data, but streaming usually isn't happening. If you go with Windscribe, you can sometimes stream, but you're watching that data counter like it's a fuel gauge. That's just how free VPNs work, so don't overthink it too much. Pick the one that solves today's problem, not every possible problem out there. Speaking of problems, a lot of people only look for a VPN after something goes wrong, like while they're at the airport or on hotel Wi-Fi. And we've actually covered a few common mistakes that people make there too, just so you know what to avoid. Okay, so here's how I'd actually use these. If you just want to browse, check email, or use public Wi-Fi around Europe without thinking about it, then Proton VPN goes on and stays on. If I know I'm watching something or downloading a file, I'll grab Windscribe or Hide Me, use it, and turn it off when I'm done. That's it. Different tools for different moments and use cases. We've put all the official download links for all of these tools down in the description box below, so use what fits, skip the rest, and stay safe. As always, thank you so much for watching Safety Detectives, and we'll see you in the next video.